Blessings and greetings, my angels. It is Tigra from Tigra and Tarot. This is my collective home here on YouTube, where I bring you collective messages energetically for all 12 signs of the zodiac. It's a new week, and actually it's the last week of March of 2023 as we know it. So join me not only for your weekly reading, but also for any last March energies that I'm going to put into the channel before we tap into April. And then I'll have a rotation of my decks as I usually do throughout my platform with the new April energies. So if you're not a subscriber, you're passing through. If you are a subscriber, let the other friends and family members and associates of you know about the channel, since this channel does pertain to the energies of all the collectives. Cause a blessing, pray for it's a lot for time. We're receiving love and light and energy. All that I ask is that you share, like, and comment in return. What are the messages for my collectives for this last week of March 2023? We're going to start off with some messages from the numerology deck. We get it's a time for healing. For some of you, this is a continued time in which you will continue to grow through the healing process. You could have come out of a traumatic relationship, or there could be other areas in your life where things kind of gave you strife and you're still learning to heal. You're still learning how to get back on your feet, so to speak. So embrace this time for healing and take, most importantly, the time that you need for healing. We also get the message your dreams need a practical plan. It's great to dream, right? But we also have to be practical. You see the symbol of the Taurus here with the energy full moon in Taurus with this particular card. Tauruses can be very stubborn. I know, I deal with several of them. And you know, as much as you want to dream and as you should dream, you also can't be too stubborn in being practical. You have to be able to achieve goals, and in order to achieve goals, you have to be able to manifest them. And in order to manifest them, they have to be practical. For example, don't wish for $1 million or say, you know, you're going to do a certain thing or be a certain thing in your life if you're not taking the steps, number one, to work towards it, and two, if it's not practical. Okay, you have to be able to do what's within your means and within each stage as you go along. You can't just jump from 0 to 100. You've got to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 99 before you get to 100. Sometimes when you skip, you take the shorter road. There's a few lessons that are valuable that you need, some that might help you in your healing process. So be practical, because I feel when we're not practical and we put and apply so much pressure in our life, and we expect so much so soon when we're not healed, when we're not physically ready, okay, then that is where we have failure. That's where we have setbacks. And then that just kind of escalates into more disappointment, more defeat, more establishing a very low self-esteem of ourselves. But if we give ourselves practical goals within practical means of times to obtain, and as we reach each of them, that motivates us, that escalates our ability, right, and our want to do better and to be better. But we've got to see the success, and we kind of doom it when I say we raise. It's not bad to raise high for the bar, okay, and to shoot for the stars. I'm not saying that at all, but for each of us, it has to be practical. It has to make sense for where we are in our life and what is actually attainable. And then finally, we get the message, what do you need to release? Well, we know in conjunction with healing and being able to do things in a practical sense, for many of you, a lot of things are not going to be able to manifest and to work out in your life until you release certain things. For some of you, it might be certain relationships. Others, it might be to release a certain type of attitude or way of thinking. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you might have to shed and let go, and most of the times intuitively we know what it is that we need to release, but we struggle. Okay, and that's what part of the healing process and part of being practical and making it make sense helps us to do, to recognize and to really come to terms with the stuff that we need to let go, to release for our own purpose. Our special spiritual message for the day comes from Matthew 17 verse 20, nothing shall be impossible unto you. This is just a reminder from our Savior that Nothing is impossible. Again, if we're practical, if we make it make sense, if we take small strides, if we take the time to heal and to grow and to release what doesn't work for us, guess what? The opportunity for life to start to unfold and develop for us will definitely start to occur. Let's see what the tarot messages are for my collectives this week. Okay, this came up in the reverse. I will take it because I did shuffle the deck. So we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Tower card. And then we have the Five of Cups. So some of you, this is your energy here. When you struggle with releasing, knowing that you need to release and walk away from certain situations and how hurt and how disappointed you are. And I get it, especially if it's a relationship, the time, the energy, the love that you gave the relationship. If it's a job, the years of service or the expectations that you had for it. Even sometimes we have to walk away from our family and friends because either we've outgrown them or they're not aligned with where we need to be and where we want to go in life. But whatever it is that you need to release and walk away from, there's always that beautiful reminder that most people don't see in life, and most people don't see in this card with the Five of Cups, is that all is not lost. There are 5 cups. Yes, 3 are down. There's 3 relationships you could have walked away from, 3 jobs you walked away from, 3 friends that you cut out of your life. But guess what? There is still 2 opportunities standing. There's still 2 other friends or 2 potential jobs standing or 2 potential loves still available to you. All you need to do is turn around and see it. But you're so focused on what you've lost, right? So focused on what you've lost because the illusion of what you thought life was and all that you could obtain wasn't, so you're disappointed, and all you can do is dwell and dwell and dwell in the sorrow and loss that you don't see what is behind you, what you still have available, what you should be grateful for. For some of you, it takes working with others, going through the healing process, talking to others that have been in the same situations with you, through some of life's setbacks and struggles, for you to awaken that, guess what? Tower moments are normal. Beginnings and endings are part of the everyday cycle of life. You have to have endings in order to have beginnings. And beginnings eventually come to an end. So it's all part of the cycle. We have to embrace it. We have to love it and understand it. Sometimes it can be complex. It can be worrisome. But we can't cry over spilled milk. One more clarifier about looking about, and this might pertain to love for some of you, because the partnership isn't there. Okay? The bottom of the deck, a lot of reversals. This is someone walking away. This could be you not wanting to walk away from someone. So some of you this week could be really emotionally tied to a situation or a person that, though things are not what they should be and you should walk away, because it's not healthy to stay, you're struggling. You're struggling. You're struggling to see the importance and the need to walk away, and not realizing why you need to walk away and what is still with you, what the other opportunities that are there, and what more opportunities will come once you walk away. But you're under this illusion, and you're still dealing with the fact like, damn, that didn't pan out, that didn't work out. I put my time and money, or I focused so much on this and it wasn't what I thought it was. Yeah, sometimes that happens. That's when we're not being practical, right? That's when we kind of put more into our dreams than what they really are in real life. We put more into people than what they truly, really are to us. So we have to be able to set boundaries and hold some for ourselves. We give so much of others that sometimes, like I said, we give too much. And then the expectation of what the opportunity or what they can bring is an illusion. It's not what we thought it was. And you will be disappointed every single time. We also get assuming financial responsibility. Today I will repair and restore my money-related issues. I will not allow others, even my lovers, to hurt me financially. I will take responsibility for any matters that I've created. I will ask God to help me with the details of my financial life, and I will trust that everything will work out in the best possible way. So for some of you, the illusion of what may be a particular partnership, a job, or if you're self-employed, the grand idea and the grand scheme of things of how you thought things were going to work out and it didn't pan out that way, you have to assume financial responsibility on how you handle your money, how you manage your business, how you invest, your lack of investment, investing in the wrong people and the wrong strategy. Followed by envy. Be careful. Even when you're doing good, there are people that are not all going to be happy for you. There are always envious people in life. And also a reminder for you not to envy others. Find the peace in every solution of your life and in every struggle, both the good and bad. Be a sense of love and peace to others, and let peace be the light that you bring into your life, and release the negative energy as you release the other things in your life. You will have negative energy sometimes when your foundation is falling apart or your plans are falling apart, but you can't take that energy with you and you can't absorb it. You can't let that affect you. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Assuming responsibility, especially when it comes to your finances, you can't be indecisive. You've got to make real, strong, decisive, but practical. I think the problem is with this week with the energy is that some of you want to do things, but it's the way that you want to do them and to the extent that you want to do them, on how it doesn't impact or how it over impacts the situation and takes you out of your comfort zone and doesn't give you the result that you're seeking. So do things in God's time, be practical, use your intuition, and know when to walk away and when to release yourself or the energies from around you when things are not aligned with where you should be in your life and what you should be doing in your life. Finally, we get the card of the Knight of Cups. There might be the energy of new love and a new opportunity for friendship, both in a male and female this week in your life. You might not be too receptive. Why is that? Let's go in the middle of the deck. For some of you, it's because you're already starting new friendships and you're very guarded. So as you do walk away from certain situations or relationships, and you are willing to embrace new friends and new lovers, if that's the case, you're not going to take everyone in. You're not going to let everyone in. You are going to have your guard up. So there will be opportunities for new friends and a flow of love to come towards you, but will you just run automatically to it all? No. You will be indecisive. You will make decisions. There will be people there helping and working with you, but ultimately you make the decision who it is that you want to let in, and those who you feel for some reason either you don't trust them or you don't know enough about them. One more final card. Queen of Wands. Some of you might not be within your power. You might not be taking a strong enough stand as you should in certain situations, and there might be delays. Things might move very, very slow, and some of you might be uncomfortable with that, but that's okay, because like I said, when you rush through certain situations in life, you don't get necessarily the results that you need. So maybe things going at a slow pace, right, gives you the opportunity to really understand the lesson and to go through the process. When you're going through a tower moment, I know you want that to happen fast, because you just want to zoom, right? You want to get out of that pain and agony. But sometimes it does go slow because the universe wants you to get this lesson this time. They want you to embrace the hurt and know why this hurt happened and what you can now expand and grow from this hurt. This hurt and these delays are not going to be there forever. Okay, so take the energy, take the love, take the help, and your expectations of what you want to do within reason and practicality, and move forward. This has been your general reading for the collectors. May you have a blessed last week of March 2023.